Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 3 of the Microphone Club. We are back after a little bit of a hiatus. I broke my TV, so I wasn't able to edit stuff, so we just took a little bit of a break. But we're back. There's been lots of content in the rap game, obviously. We took like 2-3 weeks off. Obviously,
like 2 weeks.
obviously, you can tell me and Malachi are not in the same room. It is midnight right now here in Toronto, where we live. But we're back virtually, and it's just a little bit easier for us. Malachi doesn't have to be places when he comes to my house, so we're good. But just to start, we're a hip hop podcast, but we're both colored people. So once again, we have to talk about how a black man was unjustly shot by police officers. Jacob Blake. Please take note of his name and remember that he was unjustly shot. Unfortunately, once again, police officers took matters into their own hands and decided it was okay to shoot a person of color again, which is unbelievable that we have to speak about this time and time over. He was shot 7 times. Luckily, thank the gods, he lived. So he's paralyzed from the waist down, unfortunately. But, obviously Malachi being a black man, living, it's just, like, living in a time like this, or just any time, really, it's just, there's so much oppression and segregation. It's really unfortunate. Because you would think in 2020, I mean, I know the year's been fucked, but you would think racism wouldn't be at such a forefront anymore. But for some reason, it still is.
Yeah, this whole situation was crazy. I watched the video a few times, and every time, like, I guess I get the same sort of, I feel the same every time I watch it. Like, but he survived. I think they intended to kill him, and he lived, and I think that's huge. But he paralyzed from the waist down, obviously. But it's scary that that's something that we still go through on a day-to-day basis. The system hasn't changed, and I love the fact that NBA players they want to take a stance and boycott the games, and I think because there's things above sports right now, and it's real life matters. So
yeah, but again, obviously we're both colored people, and obviously I've known Malachi since for 11 years now. We've been friends. It's crazy. But yeah, I've seen him deal with it a lot, because a lot of people just don't understand the privilege they have, like with white privilege and all that stuff. Like, they don't understand that the words they say can really affect someone, especially when they haven't been the ones that have been oppressed, or just have like certain sayings or words that racially profile them. It's really unfortunate. But yeah, as you guys can see, I have 4 hockey jerseys on my walls. My rooms are painted blue and white for my favorite hockey team, and it's just really unfortunate that we both really like hockey. Malachi plays ice hockey. I've been watching for years. It's just unfortunate that the NHL doesn't really seem to do much, and it's hard to really like the sport when the league doesn't really give a fuck. But just to wrap the conversation up, really, we covered this in our first episode, and we've only done 3 episodes. It's sad that we have to do it already again. It's really unfortunate. But just to, justice for George Floyd, justice for Breonna Taylor, justice for Elijah McCain, Trayvon Martin, and now Jacob Blake. Those are just the names I could list off the top of my head. I'm sure the list is
way more.
Yeah, unfortunately, way too long. And the fact that I can name so many off the top of my head is just sad.
Yeah.
Really. But it's hard to switch gears from such an unfortunate topic. We saw the NBA boycott. The MLB, a couple games boycotted. I assume there'll be more of that, because we're starting a trend. The message has to get out there. And I've been seeing people like sports are a distraction for us, right? During this quarantine, all this shit, everyone's like, once we get sports back, it's better. But now with the movement and the unfortunate events that are happening again, and like I'll reiterate again, it's sports. Sports are not needed right now. We got to focus on the fact that Black Lives Matter, and they really really do. And a lot of people say, well, all lives matter. We know that, but that's not saying true to what the world is right now. But that's just what we wanted to say on the topic. We'd love to hear what you have to say in the comments. But yeah, so we're gonna switch gears now. It's hard to switch from such an unfortunate event or chain of events, but in hip hop there has been a lot of stuff over the past few weeks. But first, we're going to discuss the XXL Freshman list of 2020. A nice list. Few snubs, just get them over with. Lil Tecca, big snub, I thought. Don Toliver, huge snub, I think.
Yeah.
But
honestly, like, I'm not too mad at this list. I do think they're like Fivio Foreign and Baby Keem definitely are going to get some good recognition from this list, as they should. I think they're very talented rappers.
Mm-hmm.
Rod Wave also.
Rod Wave's good.
Well,
yeah.
I think there's some rappers on this list definitely deserving of recognition. That
I'll read out the entire list. You have Annalie Choppa. Like, some of these rappers are already really, really, really big. Like, Annalie Choppa's huge. Polo G's huge. Lil TJ's huge. 504's pretty huge from his work with Pop Smoke. He's most known for that. Callboy, Baby Keem, Jack Harlow, Rod Wave. And then some rappers I didn't recognize too much. Chica, Mulatto. Low Key I recognize, but I haven't listened to any of his stuff. And 24 Karat Golden, I think is his name. I'm sorry,
I've heard him.
I don't know how to pronounce it properly. But also, unfortunately, Pop Smoke was going to headline this list. But he passed away, and I'm a big fan. It's just really sad, I think, once again, to hear that he was going to be part of this list. But overall, solid list. Definitely not the best we've seen, but good. Some people left off that I think should be on it, as I said before. But I think it's a solid list. The freestyles they've been releasing are fine, and I think it'll give recognition to some other artists. But I feel like with this list, a lot of them already have a lot of recognition.
I do think that the list we had in 2016, I still think at least stirred the most successful rappers in at least in today's music scene. Like, you had Denzel Curry, you had Lil Uzi Vert, 21 Savage, you had also Anderson .Paak.
Yep.
There was, like, 2016 was a great XXL Freshman list in terms of how it bred these rappers into actually being successful. But they all obviously took their different routes.
Yep.
In hip, they also went different ways, directions, making different music, doing different things, signed different labels, obviously. But I think that year was crazy because everyone became successful out of that list.
I like 2013 as well. I think.
Yeah.
Who was it? I think Absol was on 2013.
Yeah, Absol. I think.
Absol. 2013 also, and Absol, Logic, and Travis Scott were 2013. But that list is mainly carried by Travis. But yeah, I think
they all went their different ways and making music.
Logic had a big freaking kind of career, and Travis Scott's just been woo. But we're gonna get into him a little bit later. We're back. Took a little break. Malachi got some cool news. We got some water, which we fucking needed, bro. Long talk. But now we're gonna talk about some other stuff, which is pretty funny. 6ix9ine was in Chicago today, which is pretty cool. He posted a picture in Chicago, and a couple Lil Reese and Lil Durk were talking to him in the comments. There's not really much of a story here, but I just thought it was pretty funny. 6ix9ine's a rap. 6ix9ine's a rap, but he's pretty funny, bro. I'm sorry. He's pretty funny.
He should be a jail, but
he's pretty fucked, but he's kind of funny. But just to say, he posted a video of Lil Reese shitting his pants or something. Yeah, I don't know how he got a hold of that. He's dropping an album September 4th. Sure. And then he posted a video of like him like imitating the video of Lil Reese where it's like he's getting beaten up and then he shits himself. But yeah, 6ix9ine, man.
Yeah. Wow, 6ix9ine, man. I don't even know what to. I don't even know.
That's.
Yeah. Now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you have, obviously, I think most of you heard about the Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez situation. That whole thing.
We talked about it twice.
Way back. Yeah. So, but we talked about last time. It was like when it just surfaced, and it was like Tory Lanez was a shooter, but we didn't really know everything.
We didn't know for sure, but now the news has come out.
But now it's confirmed, and so Megan, she went on live and confirmed that Tory shot her, and she explained the whole situation, and I don't know, like the whole situation is weird because of like how like, when the police showed up, she was scared because like with everything going on, black people getting killed, but she didn't want to tell the police that they had a gun in the car, so she made up the story saying like it was like she cut her foot on glass, and then they figured out they had a bullet wound. She refused to any of the like officials or anything. She won't tell any of them, like any of the officers.
Yeah. So basically,
she had gunshot. That shot her.
Yeah. So basically, sum up. So they were arguing in the car about something, and then Meg got out of the car, and Tory Lanez was like, "I guess I'll shoot you in the foot or something," and then so she got shot, but. A lot of people were like, then why would she get back in the car with him? But this is where Meg gets my respect. I think got a lot of people's respect.
Mad respect.
She didn't want to put Tory in a situation where the cops would be on him because she thought about what was happening in the news. Even though the man just fucking shot her. And so she got back in the car with Tory. I guess she got the help or whatever. Tory Lanez has gone fucking like MIA since that day. He hasn't said anything. There's been no press releases. His agent hasn't said anything. Management hasn't said anything. There's literally been like nothing from him, which I'm interested to see what comes out of this because I feel like there should be charges for him. Man's Canadian. We're from Canada, so like I guess we don't claim him anymore. I don't know how that's working. He's also 5'4". And Tory definitely has anger issues, bro. Like. There's so many videos of him just wanting to fight someone. Like, bro, nobody wants to fight you. There's no reason. You're just fucking short, bro. Like, there's a video of him and Travis Scott about to fucking throw down, and Travis is like, bro, I don't really want to fight. And he's like, oh, we can get everybody out the fucking house right now. We can throw down. And Travis is like, nah, bro, like, I don't really need this. Okay, but yeah, so respect to Meg. A lot of people were like, oh, she broke street code by snitching. But what does she have to protect Tory from anymore?
She's not from the streets.
No.
She's not associated with that lifestyle. Why would it matter if she broke the snitch code when she's not affiliated with that?
And
I don't understand.
Who she's snitching on doesn't deserve to be protected in this situation.
Because she's the victim in this case. She got shot. And
first of all, she already protected him from the cops, which is still crazy to say. But
so she already even though she's not of that lifestyle, she already like kind of put herself in that with associate herself with that just because she didn't snitch at that given time when she could have.
Like she got shot in the foot and her first thought was, I don't want the guy who shot me to get attacked by the cops, which to me is big respect. Personally, not a fan of the music, WAP, personally not a fan. But she did gain, I think, a lot of people's respect for that. But that's where we are today with that story. But to move on from that, Trippie Redd's entire album leaked. Apparently, I didn't listen to it, but apparently it was 26 misses. That's what everyone was saying. Like every song sucked. And bro, nobody today needs a 26 album song.
26 song, like nobody needs.
No artist has enough quality content to put out a 26 album project at one time.
like there's literally no artist. Doesn't like Drake. No artist that.
No artist could. No art. I feel like artists can record like 40 songs for their album, but they only put in like 12 because they only think 12 are up to par. But Trippie Redd just said, okay, every song I recorded, chuck it on there. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Like, yeah. And he got, I don't know how he got the whole album leaked. That's like, I don't know who's leaking. I mean, you know, I do like. There are some Trippie Redd songs I really like mess with, but not to the point where I leak a whole album. Like it's.
The only Trippie song I really mess with is Dark Neck Dumbo. I think we all mess with that song. And the Fuck Love with X, everyone loves that song too. But those are his biggest mainstream ones, I think. But yeah, Trippie Redd is just get fucked, buddy. I don't really know what else to say, man. I don't know how you're gonna have a 26 song leak album, bro, and he's still gonna drop it. Like it's gonna be fucking like Smoke Perp level sales, bro. But
gonna go triple. I saw someone say like the making fun of Smoke Perp's album sales. He was like, "Guy went a double aluminum foil."
I saw that shit too, bro. Oh my god, bro. People are ruthless. Like even the fucking Gunna memes are fucking like. We'll get into it later, but like there's just been so much shit. But like moving on from Trippie, just fucking Trippie, whatever. In the time that we didn't upload, we had Drake and Lil Durk drop "Laugh Now, Cry Later," with songs fire. I thought.
Oh yeah, sounds great.
Drizzy never misses, bro. I'm sorry, he don't miss. He doesn't always like bullseye, but he doesn't miss. Like it's not always a swish. You know what I mean? Maybe he'll hit the rim 4 times and then it'll go in. But like.
Or maybe like his shoot might be off just a little bit, but eventually, but you know, it's not.
It'll go in eventually, bro. It's fucking Drake. Lil Durk did his thing on that feature, bro. It was pretty short, but I loved it. Very good. Music video was great, I thought.
You got Odell and you got friggin' KD and
KD.
Getting everyone in that.
I think Marshawn Lynch was in it too. It was just, I don't know. Drake's also going to drop an album soon. I'm giving us more anticipation for that. I assume that single we got will be on the album. Wouldn't surprise me. But he also put Lil Durk on, which is cool. Like a lot of people are listening to him because I didn't know he could sing like that. Honestly, like he was jamming.
His first I think it was platinum.
Mhm. Platinum
record, and that's like you know.
What was it? 3-Headed Goat went platinum, right? I think that song's a banger though.
Yeah.
But yeah, excited for Drake's album. I think a lot of people are starting to get a little distaste for Drake because I read a tweet that said at this point he's done story mode. He's just like doing shit. Like
yeah, like.
But like Drake's at that level where like he really doesn't need to put anything out anymore. It doesn't really matter. But he's he's doing his thing. He's doing his thing. Yeah,
and he can just sort of like he has all the money, he has all the fame, he has everything he's already like attained. He hasn't. Now he's just sort of, you know, experiment, do different things.
He's just having fun with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, excited for the Drake album. It's going to look good. I wonder what features we'll get on it. And then, just quickly, I remember we were talking about that future Lil Uzi collab tape. That shit never fucking dropped.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck you, whoever said that shit was going to drop. Like, you fucking dick. But, I'm cheese, bro. That shit ain't dropping. So like Travis, Drake, Lil Baby, everyone's supposed to be on it. We got fucking Patek or whatever the fuck it was called, bro. But yeah, another thing, Malachi wanted to touch on this one. Gatekeeping. We had like a little talk on Twitter about it today, but like.
Yeah. People. I saw some of my like friends on Snap. We're gatekeeping the artist JID, or Jid, however you want to refer to him. I don't understand how you. Oh, this guy's already he's already famous.
He's already in Dreamville.
He's already like. There are people that have him that think he's a better rapper than J. Cole. That already says more than what you need to like say. If there are people that genuinely think he's better than J. Cole in Dreamville, I don't understand. They're like, oh, people like back in 2017 or 2016 came on the scene. Like, oh, you weren't listening to him then. Like, don't listen now. It's like, I don't wouldn't you want your favorite artist to grow and have other people love
Gatekeeping's
him?
fucking dumb because people want to feel like it's like they found it, like it's their guy, you know. It's like when I was listening to Logic before everyone was on the wave at school, you know, I put Mans on, but it's like I want people to be listening to artists I like so we can talk about it and listen to the music together. I'm not out here being like with a Travis thing where it's like, oh, you felt sicko mode first, you fucking nerd. Nah, bro. If you're listening to his songs, I'm happy, you're happy. We can listen to the songs together.
Yeah.
There's no issue there. But if I think the only thing that people don't like is when they only play like they say they're a fan of their music, but they only play like the mainstream stuff. But you're listening to it anyway, bro. Listen to the music you like. Don't let people decide what music you play or listen to. It's just whatever. Gatekeeping's fucking dumb, bro. Like, if you're a real fan of the artist, you're gonna want other people to listen to the artist. Like, it'll help them do better.
It's not a hard concept.
No,
it's not.
You're not up here because you listen to them first, bro. Nobody fucking cares. I'm sorry.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody asked. Nobody cares.
Yes, bro. Like like, fuck, bro. If you listen to Travis Scott before me, that's cool. I don't give a fuck. If I listen before you,
like,
we're all listening. You stupid bitch. Okay, but anyway, gatekeeping, fucking stupid motherfucker. We're gonna move on to drill music. Malk, I want to touch on this. I don't really have too much to say, but yeah, what did you want to say?
Nope. Yeah, there's an artist, just one artist that I recently started listening to. His name is H. It's spelled like AITCH. He's a UK rapper, obviously. He's done collaboration with Tay Keith, Kenny Beats, and like I'm not too familiar with UK rap. Like there's only like a handful of UK artists like Slow Tie, and H and
KSI.
Like also Skepta.
Big Shaq.
But I think the main reason why I think drill rap won't really get super popular in America is because there's a lack of relatability within the music.
I'll tell you why it won't get big. Like, Pop Smoke died.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's also that.
He was the lead for UK drill in America, and then he died.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's one reason. Because trust me, it would have blown up if he was still alive, for sure. Because he also would have
blown up.
He would have collabed with the UK Mans too, right? So that's a big reason. It's unfortunate. Like another thing, Pop Smoke was on the wave for. But yeah, I mess with some drill. I don't really listen to any UK rap, to be honest. But I'm not saying it's terrible. Like I can be of the opinion that I don't listen to it and say it's like not bad. But that's all really to talk about drill. Next on the list, we have the boy, NBA YoungBoy. He put out his album like on Apple Music where you could pre-download it, and it went #1. And like people are making a big deal out of it, but I'm sure if any artist put out their album for pre-order a month before it came out, it would go #1. Right? Don't you think so? Like if J. Cole was like 2 months in advance, was like, I'm dropping an album in 2 months, that shit would be #1 tomorrow.
Yeah. But it's also like, like a business scheme, so because like money's important too.
That way, right when his album drops, it'll already be like gold or some shit.
Exactly.
But yeah, I don't fucking like NBA YoungBoy. I think
like Future, and just like Future, just drop it whenever, and they'll still go, still do crazy numbers.
Yeah, that's also because it's Future, right? But just to touch on, so the NBA YoungBoy album cover, they said looked way too much like Roddy Ricch's album cover, and it kind of did, but like, people acting like black and white photography does it, like only one person can do it.
People were acting like Roddy Ricch was the first one to do it, which obviously that's not the case.
No. But one thing, I think NBA YoungBoy is a terrible artist, personally. I don't think he's a. I like three of his songs. Bandit with Juice World, good song. He has an okay verse on there. Slime Belief, okay song, and Rich N-word. I can't say the word, but with Lil Uzi Vert is a good song. But I usually change it when his verse comes on. So that's cool. I don't think he's a good artist. He always does numbers, but that also segues me to think: do you think numbers matter in today's industry?
Well, that's a big debate. That's actually a very big debate.
Right?
Obviously, if anyone's like DJ Academics, he's a huge numbers guy. And
Well, DJ Academics is a fucking idiot, so
he likes to use numbers to justify everything. Like he said, like, this was a while back. This whole situation sort of passed over, but it was very funny because I'm a huge Freddie Gibbs fan, and I follow him on Instagram. You should all follow him on Instagram.
This was a couple months ago, right? Where they kind of beef over Instagram stories.
Yeah, and it was actually on Twitter, but like it was fun.
This man is so fast to go to fucking Rhea and just pull up the fucking numbers, bro.
Yeah, but like that's the thing, numbers don't necessarily determine. I think what we should all realize: numbers do not determine talent
or quality or production
or anything. And some, there's, for example, like one of Nicki's favorite artists now, like he does
shut the fuck up,
crazy
bro.
numbers, but is he actually a fan of his work? No, but he does crazy numbers. And there's someone like Freddie Gibbs, he dropped an album earlier this year, Alfredo, and it only sold, I think, 30K first week, but it's still an amazing project. Numbers have less to do with actual individual talent, and you need to be able to separate numbers from actual talent.
I think
a lot of people can't.
Yeah, and I think people that use numbers as debating which artist is better are just stupid. Like, or like using top 100 hits or stuff. Like, if you're doing that, Taylor Swift is better than every rapper in existence.
Exactly.
Or like, Lil Nas X is better than a bunch of people. Or like, the guy who made fucking Gangnam Style is better than like Travis Scott. But, no. Just no. Or like BTS. BTS is the best artist in the world right now. And I'm not hating on K-pop. It just isn't good, personally. But yeah, I think the numbers debate is always going to be the eternal fucking argument until the end of time. Because I think especially in today's industry, with everything being digital and like just going on Spotify and fucking listening to your favorite artists, I don't think numbers matter because music is so much accessible. Like, I feel like back then you had to go out, buy the stuff, and then play it at home. But now I could fucking go on like fucking YouTube and listen to whoever I want, or Spotify, listen to whoever I want, Apple Music, SoundCloud, fucking Google Music. I don't know what the fuck they use, but it's so much more accessible, and I think using numbers to. But the other thing with that is music is entirely your opinion, right?
Exactly, 100% your opinion, 1% subjective, not objective.
Yeah, like you can hate an artist, and then love another artist that I think is bad, or you'll hate an artist that I think is really good. But sometimes there is like consensus good. Like I feel like Drake is more or less consensus good. Kanye is consensus good, but people don't like him because the weird shit he fucking tweets and says on social media, which is okay. But his music still bangs. Travis Scott, I think, is consensus good. Like Logic is consensus bad, I guess. Some like he has his fan base, but like big hip hop doesn't like him. And the same thing with NBA YoungBoy. Consensus bad by like large hip hop corporations. Like the memes you see don't like him. But there's no memes saying Drake fucking sucks at making music, right?
Exactly.
For example, or like fucking Nav. I know a lot of Nav fans, but Nav fucking sucks. So, but yeah, the numbers debate will always be a thing forever. Like making top 10s based on, and when you're making a top 10, I guess if you're going for like what the general population believes, versus your, because I can make a personal top 10 off the top of my head and just go this person, this person, this person. But my number 7 might be your fucking number 101. But if we're going if you're gonna make a list, you have to use numbers, I guess, in terms of statistics, and see what the general consensus is. Because 6ix9ine fucking goes platinum in 24 hours, but nobody fucking likes him.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes numbers to me is just fucking stupid ass fucking argument. We'll talk about that.
I agree.
But now let's switch gears to Travis Scott. Been in the news a little bit lately. He had a whole GQ interview. He dropped a single, and I'm a big fucking Travis Scott fan. He's like my favorite artist. But yeah, GQ interview. He talked a lot about a new album. There's been a bunch of leaks from him and Kanye from Donda, which who fucking knows if that'll drop. But yeah, so basically, Travis said after Astroworld, you go to Utopia. So a lot of people have been speculating Utopia is the next album name. But we don't know when we're going to get that, because they also confirmed the Scott's collab tape with him and Kid Cudi, which should be a banger, I think. Their sound is so similar. So if they fuck that up, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, he also dropped the single with The Plan. Did you listen to it by any chance?
No, I did. Not.
Okay. I'll talk about it then. But yeah, the beat is fucking crazy. It was done for a movie, Tenet. It's for the soundtrack. Really good single. Definitely give it a listen. I thought it was good. It's like, if you're a Trav fan, you'll see it's like Days Before Rodeo vibes, or like Rodeo and shit like that. It's a really good vibe, and if he's like that for Utopia, I think we're gonna get another really good album. Another thing that people are saying about him is, like, how do you top Astroworld, right? How do you make something bigger than that or better than that? Because Astroworld is a super complete album, and the features list is insane. Like, how do you personally, I don't even know how you can top that. But I think a guy like him could do it.
Well, I do think also with Ash was one of the few albums that lived instantly became a classic and lived up to a type of way.
It's still selling like crazy this year. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like top 40 for selling albums this year. That's what I'm saying too. Yeah, I think I don't know.
It came out 2018.
Yep. It's over 2 years old. We talked about that in the last episode, but it's I just don't know how he can get above the Astroworld hype. But I think he can. I don't know how he can, but I think he can. But yeah, for Travis, it's gonna be an interesting next year or so. I think for him, I think we're gonna get a lot of content from him, because we didn't get an album in 2019. We got Jack Boys, but that was a collab tape with like 6 fucking songs near the end of the year. And this year, all we got was some like mediocre features. Personally, I didn't think they were all that great. And 2 singles, the Scots and obviously The Plan that just dropped, and the Fortnite event. So obviously, he has some stuff in the works, I assume. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Another thing that we want to talk about is the Amine album. I didn't get to listen to the whole thing, but the vibe is really nice. I really mess with it.
Yeah, I'm a huge. I mean, Amine is one of the few artists I've really started listening to earlier this year. Like, I listened to 1.5 and Good For You, and I really liked his style, his the way he raps, his vibe. So and then he announced the album earlier in the year, and I saw the track list, and I was instantly excited. I saw Slow Tie, Vince Staples, JID, Summer Walker. I was really excited. And the album, I think it definitely, I don't think it exceeded my expectations, but definitely nailed them. Everything I expected out of it, we got. Obviously, the song he had with Slow Tie and Vince, Pressure My Palms, was great. Fetus with Injury Reserve was great. Opening track, I think Burden was great. All entire album, I think it's just great. It's still in my rotation now.
I only got through half, but I really like the vibe coming from it. I think he's a good artist. But yeah, that was one of the major drops over the past 2 weeks or so. There hasn't been many major albums releasing lately, but I'm sure we'll get some soon. But yeah, switching gears from the Amine album, the Nas album. I don't know if you got to it, but I listened to it. I thought it was pretty good.
I haven't listened to it yet.
There were some good songs. There was a song with
I
Big
haven't
Sean.
listened to Nas album yet.
Who? Nav? You say Nav?
Nas.
Isn't it Nas?
I said Nas.
Nas? Sure, whatever.
Nas, same thing.
Okay, yeah.
Nas.
Potato,
Yeah.
potato. But yeah, it was pretty good. There was the song I definitely liked the most was with the one with Big Sean and Don Toliver. Speaking of Big Sean, he's dropping an album soon too. He dropped a song with Nipsey Hussle a couple like 2 days ago. I haven't listened to it yet, but I've seen that everyone has liked it, which is cool. But yeah, been a really good year for music again. Another thing, just to quickly touch on, YBN Cordae, or just Cordae now, I guess, left the YBN clan, I guess for good measures, because nobody fucking did anything in that clan. There was like 3 of them, and like, who was it? Cordae, Namir, and who's the other one?
YBN Almighty J.
Right. Yeah.
None of them. I mean, Cordae was easily the most like successful, at least the most. Not only successful but also the most talented. Like,
Yeah.
Obviously YBN Namir had 2 hits. Like he had bouncing on the. I can't remember what it's called.
He fucking sucks,
off
bro.
the paint.
He fucking sucks. Okay. No, like that. It's a good thing he left. YBN Namir's out here being like, you can't trust your friends, buddy. Your fucking clan sucked ass. Okay. There's a reason YBN Cordae left. He dropped a fucking sick album, The Lost Boy, which was a fucking fire album. And I was gonna go hang out with Dreamville with JID, J. Cole, all those fucking talented fucks. But yeah, Namir, fucking good luck, buddy. You're kind of fucked. But Cordae, my boy, dropping a song tomorrow. It's gonna be good. My man's up there. Yeah, because he fucking left YBN. What the fuck were they doing for him, bro? But looks like he might join Dreamville. But yeah, you know, he's cool, bro. Switching gears from that, we have Lovers Rage 2's anniversary. Had some good tracks off that. I really enjoyed that album. But the one I really want to talk about was 17 by X. One of my favorite albums ever, I think. Just a fucking really, really sad album, but I think it was good. It was like 20 minutes long, but you got Fuck Love on that Jocelyn Four's Revenge. Everyone Dies in Their Neighbors. Just a really sad but really good song in terms of production. The songs were very long, but also rest in peace X. Wish he was still with us to drop more sad bangers like that. But yeah, just to touch on that quickly, 2-year anniversary for those 2 albums, and obviously Love Is Rage 2 was very, very, very fire. Just to wrap things up, we got 2 more topics here. Just some personal things from me and Malachi here. Before we do that, we're gonna take a little break. But yeah, just to wrap up the pod, we got 2 more things to talk about. Give me three song recommendations for this week. What should people listen to? Like just 3
song recommendations. So if you want to revisit the Revenge of the Dreamers tape, there's Disgusted by I think it's Childish Major and Cause. That's a fire song. What else is there? It was the recent anniversary for Frugin by Daniel Caesar. Loose, it's an amazing song. And I think So It Goes with Mac Miller.
Yep.
Great song as well.
For me, yep. For me, I got The Plan, Travis Scott, which just dropped. Been listening to that a lot lately. If you want a good song, go to SoundCloud and look up STP Interlude Extended by Travis Scott, also a banger. And then just 2 more, I guess. RNP by Cordae and Anderson .Paak. I've been listening to a lot. Banger of a song. And then Broke as Fuck also by Cordae. Banger of a song. Cordae's, as I literally just said, moving up in the world. But now, just to kind of wrap things up here, we're going to give just a couple unpopular opinions. I don't think I have too many unpopular opinions. Mainly just one. But like Malachi, you want to get us started with a few? And we can discuss them.
Yeah. So this one's definitely unpopular. But now this is more R&B. Was the hip hop. But I do think... So I've been listening to a lot of Daniel Caesar lately. And I think that I don't know. People are gonna. I think that he has Frank Ocean potential. If his next album's like amazing, he has Frank Ocean potential.
I mean, gonna keep
I
it
don't know.
gonna keep it a buck
I'm not gonna
99
like
with
that one.
you. Gonna keep it a buck 99
Yeah.
with you. I don't listen to Daniel Caesar. I don't listen to much R&B. But hey, man, if the people listening fucking hate Malachi's guts for that, so be it, bro. Um, one unpopular opinion I think I have. Don't freaking crucify me for this one. I don't think Juice World is as good as the hype he gets. Personally, I thought his album was really really good. I think he's a good artist, but I just don't think he's amazing. Personally, I'm not gonna say he's bad because he's not bad. He was a good artist and is a good artist, but for me personally, it's just not for me. I think.
I another one I have. Again, I don't know how people are gonna feel about this one, but I think that Young Thug has a better discography than Future. And I mean, it's weird to compare him to Tyler the Creator, but I feel like I've been seeing a lot on Twitter people comparing Young Thug and Tyler, and I actually agree. I think Young Thug has a better discography than Tyler the Creator.
Well, he had Jeffrey, right, which is just like an amazing album.
Jeff, yeah,
So much fun was really good.
broken, broken Thugger Girls.
Yep.
Uh, had the Barter series.
Yep.
Like,
Okay, but Future's discography is like 18 freaking projects, bro. Like, I haven't listened to them all. What the hell? How much time do you think I have? Jesus Christ. But yeah, I can see that. I don't really listen to much of Tyler's discography. I listen to Igor. But yeah, from what I've heard from Tyler, he's very good. That's not a terrible take. Another hot take I guess I have. I think Travis Scott is much better than Drake, personally.
okay. Yes, I don't know if that's as hot of a take as might make it seem like. I think a lot of people feel the same. But
Yeah.
then again, I know a lot of people that like, could definitely crucify you for that.
Cause it's like, also, another one I have is Lil Uzi Vert is very good. I don't think he's as great as everyone seems. I don't even listen to Hot Take, but his fan base is terrible. I don't even think that's hot. I just want to say it. His fan base is terrible. I don't understand his fan base at all. They think, he's like, I guess when you're a fan of someone, you think they're the greatest artist in the world, but like, you don't really need to take it to that kind of degree. Even like Playboi Carti's fan base is toxic too. I just don't like Playboi Carti, so it just makes it a lot worse.
They're weirdos. They're just weirdos.
You seen those Reddit
weirdos.
posts,
Like,
right?
what you say?
Those like Reddit posts. Those ones where
Yeah,
it's
like
like,
I've been on
where
the
it's like,
Playboi Carti.
yeah, bro, it's just, it's like, what do you think Playboi
It's-
Carti's lips
I don't
feel
know.
like or something? I don't know, bro. It's just some really sus.
Like,
Yeah, I don't get it, bro. What other? Do you have any other ones?
oh, off the top of my head, I'm trying to think. There's a few other. This one's a hot take. I think that the best rapper in TDE is Absol, not Kendrick.
Ooh,
Yeah,
ooh.
yeah I think Absol better rapper than Kendrick.
Okay, interesting.
Definitely.
Um,
And I would say like, I definitely listen to Schoolboy Q and I definitely listen to Schoolboy Q more than Kendrick as well.
that's
Yeah, I think
that's
Absol-
definitely a hot take. That's
I
definitely
think
a hot take.
That's definitely I'll take it.
Yeah.
Because obviously Kendrick dropped Butterfly, which is a universal classic to some people, and I think it's still a great album. But I just think that Absol definitely, like in terms of just like technical ability, whatever that means, and actually like the sound, I just prefer Absol.
All right. Here's my last one. I think if you took Logic's entire discography, like mixtapes to No Pressure, it's one of the better discographies that we have.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
I know it's that meme where it's like, oh, take out the bad albums, obviously be good. But I think if you collectively take every single project he dropped, including Confessions, Supermarket doesn't count. I think you don't count Supermarket.
Yeah, it's more of a soundtrack.
Yeah, Supermarket doesn't count. You count Confessions, you count Young Sinatra 4. I think his discography is one of the better ones we've gotten. You have all the Young Sinatras that came out on the mixtapes, like before he was big. All very, very good things. Not like the greatest I've heard, but very good. Under Pressure, I think, is a classic album. Um,
It is. It is to me. I think Tits is more of a classic to me.
yeah,
Just me personally.
but I think
But
overall people give him more credit for Under Pressure.
yeah, way more. Yeah.
The Incredible True Story, very, very good. I thought too. I really mess with both Bobby Tarantino's. Just turn up shit. I think people tend to overanalyze stuff sometimes. Like, you just gotta accept that the man was just trying to make a turn up song, and I guess you can analyze turn up songs, but you just gotta go with that. After Bobby Tarantino, we had Everybody, which I think is overhated, personally. I think he was giving out a good message, just the execution could have been a bit better. But overall, some good songs off that one. Bobby Tarantino 2, also good, which I discussed. Young Sinatra 4 is probably his most average album. Because
there were still like a good amount of tracks that I go back to. Like
yeah.
Legacy, the title track.
Everybody Dies.
Yeah, there's still a handful of tracks I still go back to.
Yeah, well, the title track I go back to a lot. I think he's just flowing so well. But yeah, that one's probably his most forgettable project, I think. Like,
I agree.
If you're thinking about, like, I was thinking about his geography the other day, and I completely disregarded it. Like, I forgot it came out. And when you're dropping an album, you don't want people to forget that it came out. And then he had Confessions of a Dangerous Mind, which is one of the worst albums I've ever listened to. A very, very bad album. I liked 2 songs off it. The title track and the song with Cordae, Mama Show Love. And then, obviously, No Pressure was great. One of my favorite albums. But yeah, I think we're good. Are you good? You have any other ones?
Yeah, that's... I mean, also, well, there's, not really much of a hot take, but I do think, like, I've recently, the Revenge of the Dreamers tape, it came out 2019. And I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't think credit it really deserves, because it's actually an amazing project. Like Dreamville, like I think Dreamville, at least in the past 4 or so years, or let's say 2 to 3 years, they've been ahead of TDE just because TDE hasn't been releasing music. And guys from Dreamville, like, obviously we got like Cole dropped in 2018, JID dropped, I think 2017. Like in Earth Gang, obviously they're dropping stuff too. I think in terms of like TDE, like they need to. I think TDE, if they want to stay sort of relevant, they need to drop their top artists like Kendrick, SZA, J Rock.
Well, Kendrick's at the point where he'll always be relevant.
Yeah, but I'm saying like if people. Like,
I guess collectively, yeah. I feel you. I know what you mean.
They think what they're doing with what they're dropping right now is like they're still at the top, but the guys like Griselda too, like they're like way ahead in my opinion.
Okay.
Like they just need to drop.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, I think. Well, we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you all for listening, tuning in. We're gonna say it again. Black Lives Matter. We want justice for Jacob Blake, Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, Elijah McCain, Trayvon Martin, and all the others that I just couldn't remember because there's far too many. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back sooner than later because with this setup we can kind of just record whenever. We don't really need to schedule. Like I literally just texted him like, yo, you want to just record in 10 minutes, and then we just fucking recorded. So thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate it a lot. We're hoping to be more consistent, and with all the music dropping and the news, hopefully there's more content for us. So thank you all for listening. Goodbye.